Hi, this is Terri. Welcome back to my channel. Guess what episode this is, Ray? It's a milestone.
50?
Yes! Yay!
I love how I number the episodes as I edit them, and I still don't remember which one it is.
Well, I think you might be off by an integer. So anyway, so episode 50, since we started at the beginning of January, doing 2 episodes a week. For those of you who have been with us all along, thank you so much. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome to the craziness that is the Mead family, Terri Mead, and just life in COVID right now. And today's topic is a more uplifting and happier one, because I was thinking the other night when I had a couple of friends over, how nice it was that I've been getting together with friends on a regular basis, both through virtual happy hours on whatever your meeting platform of choice is, and also in person, since our weather is nice enough that we can socialize outside. And Tuesday, my friend Donna was over with 2 other friends, Amy and Floor, and we're sitting around the fire pit in the front yard. And I'm so glad that we put that in 2013, so we have a place to socialize safely.
That was really 7 years ago?
It was 7 years ago. It was the first time we went to France for the home exchange. Yeah, so, I mean, it was really...
Feels like forever ago.
Well, I mean, that's kind of almost half your life.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So anyways, we have this beautiful sitting area out front, and we, enjoy cocktails and we enjoy snacks. And Donna got there first, and we both commented on how nice it is to be able to see each other on a regular basis, because when our lives were pre-COVID and jobs, meetings, committees, kids, sports, we didn't make time for each other. And now that we have more time, because these activities aren't necessarily happening, we're making time for each other. And this has been so good for my mental health. And if you've watched previous episodes, you'll remember that Donna's the one who was worried about my mental health because I was not going out at all. And she drugged me out, got me hiking, and now I am either hiking, walking, or getting on the treadmill at least 3 or 4 days a week, which is good for my body, it's good for my mind. And when I can do it either with Donna, with my neighbor Pam, or with Zeke, my husband, out on the beach, it's good. It's good for connecting, which got me thinking about, in Piloting Your Life, the book, one of the things that I talk about are basically the 3 things that we need in order to set ourselves up for a happier, healthier midlife and happier, healthier later in life. And we need a little bit of exercise, we need purpose and meaning, and we need deep and meaningful relationships. And so if we're going to silver lining this and look for the good things that are coming out of COVID, I think a lot of us are being much more intentional about who we're spending time with, how we're spending time with them, and it's good for our mental and physical health. Because loneliness, the data shows, the research shows that loneliness can kill you. So I am absolutely thrilled that I've had a chance to do that. Ray, you've been getting together a little bit more with some select few people. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that that's helping you at all during COVID?
I mean, I was always staying in contact with my friends, if not in person. But recently I've seen a couple friends in person, mm-hmm. and that's really nice.
Yeah, and yes, and so I am grateful to have, we do Whiskey Wednesdays with some neighbors, and they come over and they either sit in the front, or we sit around the fire pit in the back, or we go over to their house and they have a wood burning fire stack thing, and we get to connect and catch up. And we would never have made the time to do that, and we have become better friends. And Ray, you're now working for them, Jessica and Noah. doing some, what we'll be editing, and some Instagram stories and thumbnails and other social media type stuff for Jessica of Food Foundation, who I've also mentioned before.
Link in the description.
As always. I'm a little bit disappointed. Today is Friday when we're recording this, so this will come out on Saturday. I had to remind myself what day of the week it is. And Jessica is not releasing a healthier happy hour cocktail. I think she's doing some sort of an unboxing, and her healthier happy hour cocktails have actually changed the way that I'm doing my cocktails, because I'm now doing healthier options where I incorporate fruit juice, I incorporate fruits, I'm incorporating, sparkling water, and reducing my alcohol intake, which is good since, I'm recording this on day 102 of COVID. I think it's.
I've not been keeping track.
I write it in my daily journal, and so I think this is like 102, day 103, and that's been a lot of nightly drinking. So it's good to find ways to cut back, because it looks like we're going to be in this for a while longer based on the spikes that I'm seeing. And thank goodness for these virtual happy hours. Last night, I managed to get on the line with my friend Tawana, who used to be in New Jersey. She works for Facebook. And last October, she uprooted her family and they moved to Singapore. And she has been one busy lady. And it was so good to see her face and hear her voice and listen to what her experience was and is in Singapore with the move. She has an 11-year-old daughter and a husband, and the whole new experience around that. And I was just incredibly grateful that we both made some time to connect. And it's super fun. That's been what's been super fun, is connecting with people from around the world, because people have time. So every 2 weeks I connect with my new friend Werner, who's just outside of Warsaw in Poland. And I get to hear what his experience is with COVID in Poland. He's got a 3-year-old, and he and his wife are both trying to work remotely in a fairly small place, but they're getting out to the country. And so I get to live a little vicariously through him and his daily podcast called Finding Frequency, which I will put a link to in the description. And I get to get a glimpse into what his life is like. And it's been fun. So you've connected with some people, Ray, in other parts? You've got, I know Maya in Mountain View, but anybody else that you've been connecting with?
I have a friend in Pittsburgh.
Pennsylvania.
Los Gatos, Mountain View. So, relatively close, except for Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So I think we're going to make this one super, super short. Oh, the one thing I will add is, if in the book you remember the section on crew chats, now would be the perfect opportunity to pull a crew together, whether in person or virtually, and start talking about some of the tough topics around midlife and being a woman in this world. It's June 26th when I'm recording this. I haven't written up the crew chat suggestion for June, but I have out on the Pinterest page. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description. Suggestions, everything from money and relationships and sex and our bodies and all the things that are typically taboo to talk about. Maybe, if you're running out of things to talk about and you're continuing to have to shelter in place or limit your exposure to other people, might be a good time to do a crew chat and just talk about some of these topics. And let's kind of shatter the taboos and make it so that we are not embarrassed to talk about things or afraid to talk about things, and at the same time, build deep and meaningful relationships and friendships. So I guess that means I need to do the June crew chat. I think it's going to be on economics. I think I already thought about that. It's going to be on something around economics. So money related, or maybe I'll change my mind and I'll do something else. So Ray, got anything else?
I am impressed. We are recording, right now the time is a little over 9 minutes, which...
It's unheard of for me. So
it's our goal, so it's not, as you say, super, super short. It's what should be average length.
Before I forget, these are, if you like my earrings, which are amazing, They're from Rosylnn Designs. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description. And oh, that reminds me, so maybe this won't be as short. Through this June challenge, I've been able to connect with some women like Rosylnn, the Suki behind Suki's Candles, and it's been awesome for me to, make some new connections and maybe make some new friends. It's kind of fun. And people that I may or may not ever see in person, but I can at least connect with virtually and, hear about their experiences, hear about what they're doing in the world, because Rosylnn is in Atlanta, and it's nice to have a window into what's happening into these other communities and hear about what's going on. So with that, unless Ray, you've got anything else, you're just kind of laughing at me because we're at almost 11 minutes. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, I appreciate your attention. And I'd like to hear about if you do form a crew and do a crew chat, let me know how that goes. And if you talk about something else that I should be writing a crew chat suggestion about, let me know. I'd be happy to write something up and share it and give you credit if you want it. And with that, let's see, take some risks, let go of perfection, and above all else, have some fun.
And wash your hands.
And wear a mask.